All right, what is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode number 11, I believe, of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise here with the Kansas City Royals. And we are here at the beginning of the 2018 playoffs. We have clinched the number one overall seed in the playoffs, and we will be facing the winner of Minnesota and Cleveland in the ALDS. So, yeah, let's take a look at our stats from the season. First with the pitching. Yordano Ventura, 207 innings pitched, 290 ERA, 189 strikeouts to only 58 walks. His fielding independent pitching was respectable 357. It's hard to have a FIP any lower than 3, even if you had a legitimately great season. Alex Cobb had 286 ERA over 226 innings with 155 strikeouts to 59 walks. His FIP was 390. Duffy, 409 in 178 innings. Christian Castillo in 80 innings, 296 ERA. He was fantastic during the couple during the few starts he made for us. His FIP was 368. And finally, Cole Minter, much different year than last year. Around the same number of innings pitched, same number of walks, fewer strikeouts, and a 5.09 ERA. His fielding independent pitching was 497. Last year it was 353. Wade Davis, 205 ERA from the closer spot. Our setup man, Eric Barrett, 291. Will Smith, 170. Joaquim Soria, 277. Corey Knebel, 239. David Hernandez had a bounce back here, 240. And Aradis Vizcaíno was not what we expected, 457. So the rotation will look like this for the playoffs. Ventura, Cobb, Duffy, Castillo. Cole Minter will be the long reliever. Offensively, DJ LeMahieu hit 290 with a 338 OBP and 12 home runs. Alex Gordon, 245 with a 339 OBP and 15 home runs. Eric Hosmer, 280 with a 340 OBP and 15 home runs. Mike Moustakas, 271 with 28 home runs. Salvador Perez, 266 with 14 home runs, so a bit of a down year from last year. Ryan O'Hearn, 271 with 19 home runs, and that is about 2 months of playing time. This kid is ridiculous. I mean, let's just look at his advanced batting stats. His isolated power was 276. That is ridiculous. Anything above 200 is good. 276 is unbelievable. Really high strikeout percentage, though. That's not surprising for a power hitter like him, but still, 276 ISO. That's ridiculous. In just 256 plate appearances, he hit 19 home runs, which means his do they have home runs per at bat here? No, they don't. But anyway, he was fantastic. Big bat. And I don't know if I mentioned this last episode, but we did release DFA and then release Billy Butler. Mario Marmol, 279 with a 330 on-base percentage, 9 home runs. Mondesi, quite the opposite of what we expected from him. Low average, 234, but 13 home runs for a guy with a 40 power rating. That's pretty damn impressive. And Raymond Fuentes, 212 with a 276 on base. Derek Hill, 245 with a 301 OBP. Christian Colon, 310 with a 373 OBP. Merrifield, 202. And he actually had a good 2016. I didn't realize how good that was. And Zane Evans had a solid year. 330 or 366 in 71 at bats with only one home run, but he was a solid backup catcher for us this year. And having a solid backup to a guy like Salvador Perez is always nice insurance. So let's see who we're playing, and then we'll move on to look at their team and their stats. I thought that said KC's Hobson, and I was wondering who's Hobson. But nope, not affiliated with the Royals. Arizona beats the Diamondbacks 7-0 in the National League wildcard game, and Minnesota won. What was the final score? 3-2. And so we will face the Minnesota Twins in the ALDS. Yoenis Cespedes out for another 3 weeks. Are the Mets in the playoffs? They're not, so that does not affect us in the slightest. We could be facing Boston in the ALCS, but first we have to get through Minnesota. So let's take a look at the Twins. Skip one day. Piccolo's scouting report. All right. Pitching. They're starting with Phil Hughes today. They also have Jose Barrios, who's going to be fantastic when he reaches his prime. And he was their best pitcher this year. He had a 3.45 ERA, the only starting pitcher under 4. I believe the other starting pitcher was Erasmo Ramirez. So if we can get the offense going, they did have a few innings eaters. Desclafani, remember him from the Reds franchise, 214, 190 from Phil Hughes, and 169 from Lance Lynn. Bullpen, Mike Dunn. Didn't he win reliever of the year last year? Just kidding. I lied. That might have been in a different OTP save. David Carpenter looks like he was their best reliever, 251. They also had Brian Shaw. So not a great bullpen either, ratings-wise. I think the best rating in their bullpen is Jason Adam. Former Royals farmhand, I believe. I believe he used to be a Royals. Yeah, he used to be a Royals farmhand. Anyway, let's move on to Minnesota's lineup. As soon as we get out of Jason Adam. All right, Nick Gordon. Oops, that's not Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon, 279 with a 323 on base. Solid leadoff hitter. J.P. Woodman, 204 with 2 home runs. So it looks like a prospect they called up this year. Didn't have a great season, but this is a guy who's going to destroy us. Byron Buxton, 292, 21 home runs. Miguel Sano, 289, 25 home runs. So not a lot of power after these guys. I mean, mid-20s home runs, low and mid-20s home runs are good, but not what do you expect from a guy like Miguel Sano. Kenny Vargas, 254, 330 on base with 20 home runs. Max Kepler, 289, 375 on base, 8 home runs. Jorge Polanco, 277, 337 on base, 8 home runs. Nico Goodrum, 251 with 310 on base, 5 home runs. And Juan Centeno, 311 with 1 home run. Jason Castro, 137. Brian Dozier, 223. Eduardo Escobar, 270. And Engel Vielma, 319 in 72 at-bats. So, this is Minnesota. I think it's finally time for the Royals to advance. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of losing first round of the playoffs. So, let's go right at the Twins. Show them who's boss. And game 1 from Kansas City, it will be Yordano Ventura versus Phil Hughes. I think we have the advantage in that one. Make sure my sound is turned off. Make sure OBS isn't recording sound. Shouldn't be. Game sound, not microphone. So, welcome back to the playoffs. Nick Gordon grounds out to first to start the game, or grounds out to second to start the game. Nothing going for the Twins. And Mike Moustakas gets a double in the second inning. Ryan O'Hearn, ground ball up the middle. Gordon has it to first, to first, out number 2, Moustakas to third, and he'll be Mario Marmol with 2 outs and a runner on third. Can he come through here in the second? The pitch, swing, ground ball towards short. Gordon has it, and he drops it. So they had the inning over, but Mike Moustakas scores on the air by Nick Gordon and his 1-0 Kansas City after 2. Now Byron Buxton breaks up Ventura's perfect game. No hitter. Looks like he walked and ground double play with a 2-out double, so it'll be Miguel Sano. The 3-2 pitch struck him out, and the inning is over. So both teams only have 1 hit, but after the top of the 4th, it is 1-0 Royals, and now the second hit of the game. You wouldn't guess who it was. That's right, Mike Moustakas gives the Royals a 2-0 lead after 4. Now Ventura in a bit of trouble, first and second, with 2 outs for the number 9 hitter. Centeno, line drive, base hit to right field. Kenny Vargas is going to try to score, and he does. It is now 2-1. So Ventura had their 9-hitter in a favorable count and gives up the pitch. And gives up the hit, but Nick Gordon strikes out, so he limits the damage. It is only, after the top of the 5th, is 2-1. God, I'm getting so far behind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now Raul Mondesi with the RBI triple drives in Marmol, and the Royals now lead 3-1, have a run on third with nobody out for Raymond Fuentes. They will walk him to face DJ LeMahieu. Interesting, I would not do that. The 1-2 pitch on LeMahieu. Line drive right field, base hit. So it is now 4-1, and the Royals have 2 runners on with nobody out. Be Alex Gordon, and he strikes out on a curveball from Phil Hughes. Now 1-2 on Hosmer. They just love this 1-2 count. Hard drive to deep right center field. Buxton makes the catch. Fuentes tags at second. He advances to third. It'll be 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Mike Moustakas. He hits a fly ball to deep right, and it's a second home run of the game. And it is now 7-1 Kansas City. Mike Moustakas has been an absolute beast so far. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. And it is now 7-1 Kansas City as they have blistered Phil Hughes for 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Now Ventura getting in a bit of trouble himself. Run on third, nobody out for Byron Buxton. The 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. Now it'll be Miguel Sano. The 1-2 pitch struck him out. And finally it'll be Kenny Vargas. The 1-2 pitch on Minnesota's first baseman. Here he comes to the plate. Ground ball to the left side. Mondesi has it over to first, and Vargas is out. So runner on third and nobody out, and no runs for Minnesota. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-1 Kansas City. Ventura's at 83 pitches. This will likely be his last inning. So now it looks like Eduardo Escobar steals second with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch to Juan Centeno. He had the only RBI to Minnesota during this count, and he hits a line drive to left field, and it will score Escobar. So the same thing happening in both situations for the Minnesota runs. And now Ventura in a bit of trouble here as he walks Gordon on 3-2. Now it'll be JB Woodman. Fly ball shallow center field. Fuentes comes on, he makes the catch. Minnesota scores 1, but after we go to the 7th inning stretch, it is 7-2 Kansas City. So we will get up Hernandez and Kniebel. I will never decide on a pronunciation for his name. Nothing going in the bottom of the 7th. So Ventura, 7 innings, 2 earned runs, and he exits with a comfortable 5-run lead. Nothing going in the top of the 8th. David Hernandez works through that. Bottom 8, Salvador Perez joins in on Mike Moustakas' parade. And it is now 8-2 Kansas City. And we will bring in Corey Knebel, and he gets through the 9th with no hitches. So, Kansas City, riding the bat of Mike Moustakas, takes a commanding Game 1 and leads the series 1-0. So Game 2 will be Alex Cobb versus Lance Lynn. Let's check out the rest of baseball. Boston takes Game 1. The Cubs are up 2-0 over Arizona. Arrieta over old friend Mike Minor in Game 1, and Dwayne Underwood over Archie Bradley in Game 2. Looks like they're throwing out Minor for Game 3. Interesting. And Washington and LA is tied up at 1. So, we head to Game 2. And let's see if Alex Cobb can match Ventura's performance. So he had a very good season against Minnesota, 1.93 ERA. Lynn, quite the opposite, 5.47 ERA against the Royals this season. But Miguel Sano looks like he had a good season against Cobb. And they're starting Matt Duffy at third today. Did they start him yesterday? Did I just miss that completely? No, they started Goodrum at third, and he's injured for 3 weeks. So they lose the guy who's pretty solid for them in the regular season, and it looks like they called up Matt Duffy to replace him, and he will be starting Game 2. So let's get right into it. Lance Lynn versus Alex Cobb. Look at these peripherals. Difference in walks. Lynn had a better strikeout, but look at that. 1.3 difference in walks. And then you can see 0.3 difference in whip. And it shows in the ERA. Game 2 from Kansas City. And Minnesota jumps on Cobb quickly. It is first and second with just 1 out for Miguel Sano. He had a fantastic season against Kansas City. The pitch to the powerful righty, ground ball to third. Moustakas has it, throw to first, and he's out. So almost a swinging bunt it is a swinging bunt for Sano. Advances the runners to second and third with 2 outs for Kenny Vargas. Cobb, his 3-2 pitch, ground ball right side. LeMahieu to first, and the inning is over. So Cobb works out of a first inning jam without giving up a run. And now the Royals have first and second with 1 out. It'll be Mike Moustakas, who had a fantastic Game 1. And he hits a ground ball to second. Polanco to second for 1. Gordon to first, and Moustakas beats out the throw. So Hosmer is retired on the fielder's choice, and now it'll be first and third with 2 outs. Ground ball left side by Perez. Throw to second. Moustakas is out, so both teams have a scoring opportunity in the first, but neither capitalizes. And after 1, the score is 0-0. But not anymore, as Jorge Polanco hits a 2-run home run, and Minnesota takes the 2-0 lead. Now here, Raymond Fuentes with a leadoff double in the bottom of the third. LeMahieu lines out to second. That'll be Alex Gordon. He's 1 for 1 on the day, the 2-0 pitch. Loop to shallow center field. Buxton makes the catch. And Fuentes holds it second. That'll be Hosmer with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch, he struck him out. And so the Royals have a chance to score, but don't get anything. And after 3, it is still 2-0 Minnesota. Now the Royals have first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. And Lynn strikes out Ryan O'Hearn for the first out. Now it'll be Mario Marmol, the first pitch to the Royals right fielder. Actually, he's playing center field with Kane injured. My apologies. Fly ball right, so Sano's there. He's got it. 2 outs. And it will be Mondesi, the 2-2 pitch to the rookie shortstop. Struck him out, and the inning is over. So the Royals cannot get anybody across. And after 4, Minnesota leads 2-0. Now they have first and second with 2 outs. Bases, 3-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Moustakas can't make the catch. Centeno rounds third. He scores. Buxton to third. And Minnesota extends the lead to 3. nothing, and now a wild pitch will score Buxton. It is 4-0. The 3-1 pitch to Kenny Vargas. Cobb is nearly done. Fly ball left field. That'll be it for Alex Cobb. 5 innings. He gives up 4 runs. So we'll start up with Soria. Looking at Soria, Smith, Barrett, Davis. If we can work back in this game. No, I don't want to sit him down. I want to put him in the game. He gets through a scoreless inning. 15 pitches, so we will have to replace him. With a 1-day break, we can use our bullpen a bit more tonight. Nothing for the Royals in the bottom of the 6th, so Will Smith will enter the game as the Royals pitcher. Top 7 gives a runner on second with 1 out. He strikes out Byron Buxton. And now against Miguel Sano, he's 1 for 3, the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball towards first. Hosmer has it to the base. Sano is out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is still 4-0 Minnesota. So we'll get Barrett for the 8th, and then if we make it close, we'll do Davis for the 9th. If we don't, we'll do Vizcaino. So now DJ LeMahieu up, first and second, 1 out. Line drive right at shortstop. Oh, ground ball. 2nd to 1. Over to first, and the inning is over. So the Royals getting base runners, but not getting runs. We go to the 8th, still 4-0 Minnesota. And now it is 5-0 after a solo home run by Kenny Vargas. And now Polanco with a 2-out double. 0-1 pitch. And it's a pass ball off of Salvi Perez. You don't see that much. A 1-2 pitch to Centeno, who's had the Royals number all series. He struck him out, though. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is now 5-0 Minnesota. All right, and Aradis Vizcaino will pitch the top of the 9th. Royals, another scoring chance. Can they capitalize this time? 3-2 pitch to Salvador Perez with first and second, and he walks him as the bases are loaded. So we will loosen up Wade Davis, as things have gotten a bit interesting. It'll be Ryan O'Hearn as Andrew Chafin will enter to face the lefty. The 3-0 pitch to the rookie. Ball 4, and it is now 5-1. The tying run comes up to the plate in Mario Marmol. David Carpenter will replace Chafin. He was Minnesota's best reliever this season. The 1-2 pitch to Marmol. Fly ball to right. Sano has it. 2 outs. Moustakas holds at third. It'll be Raul Mondesi Jr. The 0-2 pitch from Carpenter struck him out. So we go to the 9th. The Royals get 1, but squander a great opportunity to make it interesting. And it is still 5-1 now. Minnesota looking to score more runs. The 2-2 pitch to Buxton struck him out. Looks like Byron Buxton has been ejected. If he gets suspended, that would be great for us. The 1-2 pitch struck him out, so we go to the bottom of the 9th. Royals looking to make it interesting, but they don't. So Minnesota comes back from a Game 1 defeat, takes Game 2 5-1, and we head back to Minnesota. Looks like Buxton will not be suspended, unfortunately. So Game 3 we have, I believe, Duffy versus Jose Barrios. So looks like they, for the first time this series, have the pitching matchup. Let's see what we can do about that. We get first and second with nobody out here in the top of the first. And the bat, shallow center field. Buxton makes the catch. 1 away. It'll be Mike Moustakas, who's had a fantastic series so far. The pitch. Swing. Popped up in foul territory. Vargas makes the catch. And it will be Perez with 2 outs. The first pitch to the Royals catcher. Fly ball, left center field. Buxton is there. He has it. And the Royals once again get runners in scoring position but cannot bring them home. And Minnesota right away is capitalizing. Duffy walks. Buxton on 4 pitches will be Miguel Sano. The pitch, ground ball into center field. Polanco holds at second. It'll be Kenny Vargas, and you cannot walk in a run here. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Mondesi to the base. LeMahieu to first. And he's out. Great play. And the Royals escape the bottom of the first without giving up any runs. And once again, it is first and second with one out. Raymond Fuentes hitting .400 this series so far. The pitch from Jose Berrios. Ground ball to the pitcher. Berrios to Gordon for one. And that'll be it. O'Hearn to third. It'll be DJ LeMahieu. But he grounds out to the mound. And once again, nothing doing for the Royals offense. First and second, one out again. It'll be Salvador Perez. The pitch, ground ball to short, to second, to first, double play. 3 innings in a row with first and second and less than 2 outs. And 3 innings in a row where the Royals put up eggs on the scoreboard. For the 4th straight inning, first and second with nobody out. It'll be Raul Mondesi. This is just getting frustrating. But not before Raul Mondesi gets an RBI double. He scores 2. Ryan O'Hearn and Marmol score, and the Royals take a 2-0 lead. That's a nice change of pace. They'll walk Fuentes for LeMahieu, who's definitely struggled this series, only 182. He grounds it to the right side, but he gets a hit. They will hold Mondesi at third, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Alex Gordon. Chance to really put the hurt on the Twins here. Ground ball towards the hole. Polanco to second for one. Over to first. And Nick Gordon retires Alex Gordon. The run scores. No RBI for Gordon, but it's 3-0 Royals. Now Hosmer will be walked by Jose Berrios to face the red-hot Mike Moustakas. And he lines it right to Miguel Sano. But the Royals get 3, and it is now 3-0 Royals. And that's the score after 4. Now, solo home run by Juan Centeno. Yeah, the Royals cannot... We cannot give this up here. Fly ball center field. Marmol has it. 1 out. Byron Buxton. Don't pitch to him. He is hitting .091. And they get him out. Gordon to third. Let's see if we can get out of this inning without any damage. They'll walk Sano to face Vargas. It wasn't an intentional walk, but they did pitch around him. I did pitch around him. Line drive to center field. Marmol makes the catch. Inning over. So Minnesota gets 1 on the Juan Centeno home run. And after 5, it is 3-1 Royals. Duffy at 78 pitches. He can go 1 more. LeMahieu with a 2-out double. And once again, they will walk Hosmer intentionally to face Moustakas, but he has not been the same hitter since Game 1. In fact, I don't think he's gotten a hit since Game 1. Throw and pitch, walks him. And it'll be Salvador Perez with the bases loaded and 2 outs. They'll leave in the lefty to face Perez. And that's a high drive to deep right field, but Sano's there. And the inning is over. Now Max Kepler gets steals second with nobody out. Ground ball to left side. Moustakas to first. Out number 1. Kepler stays put. Now it'll be Duffy. I didn't want to pitch around to him. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. I didn't want to do that, especially with, Juan Centeno coming up to the plate. Why? How is Juan Centeno the guy that's doing the most damage for Minnesota when they have Buxton and Sano? Ground ball to the mound. Duffy to first. Out. Holding at third is other Duffy. That'll be 3-2 pitch to Jorge Polanco. He struck him out. So Duffy holds the lead. Does give up a run. We will go to the 7th inning. Score 3-2 Royals. Why is Juan Centeno just being the best player for Minnesota this series? It doesn't make sense. And now Will Smith looking to squander the lead. Tie the game with a hit or give them the lead. Line to third, Moustakis makes a catch. Why did the ball go backwards to foul territory? Don't know why. That was more important to me than whether they doubled Buxton off. Buxton will try to steal third with a lefty at the up to bat, and somehow he's safe. And that's huge because now they can't ground into double play. So they'll try to strike out Kepler, but they walk him instead. Or not they, Will Smith. Please do not walk Brian Dozier. Please do not walk in the tying run. Please, please, please. Thank God he strikes him out. And that'll be Matt Duffy with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch to the third baseman called up from the injury. Fly ball left field. Gordon is there. He's got it. So, that was stressful. But Will Smith works out of the jam to the 8th. 3-2 Royals. Now LeMahieu reaches second with 1 out. And Eric Hosmer, for the 3rd time this game, will be walked. And it intentionally, and it's his 4th walk of the game. Wow. Chafin's still in. 2-2 pitches, fly to deep left field. Kepler has it. 2 outs, LeMahieu to third. It'll be Salvador Perez. The 0-2 pitch to the Royals catcher. Line drive to center field, base hit, and that's going to score a run. LeMahieu scores. Hosmer to second base, and the Royals get a much appreciated insurance run. Now, Ryan O'Hearn, who was 2 for 4 on the day, strikes out. So Chafin, how many innings is that for him? 2 1/3, 42 pitches. He's tired. But that insurance run is huge for the Royals. But Aaron Barrett gives up a 2-run home run to Jorge Polanco. And Minnesota takes the lead. Or no, Minnesota ties the game. Why? All right, Mario Marmol. The 3-2 pitch to LeMahieu, ball 4. It'll be Gordon to face Dunn. Line shot towards second. Lunging Polanco. Can't make the catch. It's an error and the bases are loaded. For Eric Hosmer. 0 for 0 on the day. Line drive towards second. Polanco. This time he makes the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Score being 4-4, and now we are definitely going every at-bat, play-by-play. I don't want to miss anything. I've missed too many walk-offs by hitting until runners in scoring position. 3-2 pitch from Davis, ground ball right side. Hosmer has it to the base, 1 out. Now it'll be Kepler, 0 for 2 on the day. Ground ball to the right side. LeMahieu has it to first. 2 outs. It'll be Dozier now. The 2-1 pitch. Little looper down the line. In comes Gordon. He makes the catch. Inning over. So a short inning for Davis. Maybe he can give us one more. Hopefully. We'll get up Soria, though, just in case. Let's see if we can get a run. All right. O'Hearn gets to second. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit! O'Hearn to third. He's going to try to score. He scores, and Mario Marmol gives the Royals the lead in the top of the 10th. I didn't mean to do until runners in scoring position that inning, but it worked out. So we'll leave Davis in to try to close out the game. 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. Now it'll be Juan Centeno, the one guy who apparently has figured out the Royals pitching. Ground ball toward short. Mondesi to first. 2 outs. It'll be Nick Gordon. The leadoff hitter is the last hope for Minnesota. The 2-0 pitch. Grounded to the right side. Hosmer has it to Davis. And the Royals take Game 3 in extras and now are 1 win away from the ALCS. That game shouldn't have been as close as it was, but all's well that ends well, I guess. So Boston has a 2-1 lead on Los Angeles. Forgot to do this after the last game. Tied 2-2 between the Dodgers and the Nationals. And the Cubs have taken the series from the Diamondbacks. Excuse me. So let's see if we can do the same to Minnesota. Game 4 will be Anthony Desclafani versus the rookie Christian Castillo. And Castillo's in trouble early. First and second with just 1 out. But we've seen this plenty of times with us. But they get a hit right away. Gordon scores and is 1-0 Minnesota. 1-2 pitch to Kenny Vargas from the rookie. One hopper to short. Mondesi to second. 4-1 on to first. Double play. So Minnesota does get one. We go to the second inning. 1-0 Minnesota. That's very redundant. All right, Minnesota, runner on second with one out. 3-2 pitch. He struck him out. He'll be... Don't even have to say his name. He had a good season, too. 311 batting average. Ground ball. Hosmer to the base. Nothing for Minnesota in the second. Now Mario Marmol, he's been fantastic this series with a no-out double. 2-2 pitch, but he strikes out Mondesi. Now 1-2 pitch to Fuentes. Desclafani struck him out. So 2 fastballs and 2 strikeouts, and the Royals' scoring chance looking in jeopardy. Last chance will be LeMahieu, the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so 3 fastball strikeouts, and Desclafani works out of potential danger. And now Polanco gets a solo home run in the third. Now Sano reaches second base. It'll be Kenny Vargas. 2-1 pitch. Castillo. Ground ball right side. Into right field. That's a base hit. Sano's going to try to score it as 3-0 Minnesota. All right, let's get some runs. There's a start. Alex Gordon with a solo home run. Let's get some more. No, us, not Minnesota. So, Sano up with a runner on third and 2 outs. The pitch. Fly ball to center. Marmol can't make the catch. So, Christian Castillo is definitely struggling in his first playoff appearance. 3-0 pitch to Kenny Vargas. Ball 4. Looks like it's his command that is causing him trouble today. Ground ball right side. LeMahieu to the base. Inning over, but Minnesota scores another run and is now 4-1 Twins. But is now 4-3 because Alex Gordon wants to end it today. Attaboy, that's what I like to see. And now Mike Moustakas, he was quiet for games 2 and 3, but he ties the game with a solo home run. So the long ball definitely our friend in game number 4. Castillo works through the 6th. 93 pitches, that'll be it for him today. We'll get up Soria for the 7th. Just go with our guys. Actually, yeah. Where are they in their lineup? I should have checked. Okay, Soria's okay. They are at the top of the lineup though, and Soria gets through it without issue. So we'll warm up. Not Vizcaino. We'll warm up Aaron Barrett to pitch in the 8th. But the Royals looking to score first and second with 1 out, just as we've heard all series long. And Eric Hosmer is hit. And the bases are loaded for Mike Moustakas. He's already come through clutch once today. Can he do it again? Swing, fly ball, deep right center field. Sano. It's a grand slam for Mike Moustakas. And the Royals are 6 outs away from the ALCS. His 4th home run of the series so far. And the Royals take a 8-4 lead, and now it's why not make it 9-4. Solo home run by Salvi. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Royals get a huge inning. The long ball. The home run has been our friend today. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's our 5th home run today. So Barrett will face Miguel Sano. Ground ball left side. Mondesi to first. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Hosmer makes the catch over at first. Now it'll be 3-1 on Kenny Vargas. Ground ball up the middle. LeMahieu has it. Over to first. 2 outs. It'll be Max Kepler. 0 for 3 today. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. LeMahieu to first. Inning over. And Barrett works through the 8th without any issues. And it'll be up to Darth Wader. Your waiter will serve you now. For the 9th. Can he end Minnesota's season? He will first face Brian Dozier, who is 1 for 3 today. The pitch, and he is now 2 for 4. So Dozier, Minnesota's a long way to go. As Duffy strikes out, that will not help Minnesota's cause. Would not be surprised if this guy hits a 6-run home run right now. Hosmer to second for 1, on to first, and that's it. How fitting that Juan Centeno grounds into a double play to end Minnesota's season. Screw you. Have a nice offseason while we advance, winning the series in 4 games. And this one was quite the comeback. 5 runs in the 8th, just like Game 4, the 2015 ALDS. Just like we won that on the road. We're not facing elimination this time, but we will face some old friends as the Boston Red Sox take down the 96-win Angels in 4 games. Now, the last game is the Nationals and Dodgers. Why don't we real-time sim that? We can go really fast simulation. Let's just watch this game. Why not? Los Angeles takes a 1-0 lead. And Washington still being held scoreless through 5. Now 2-run home run by, it looked like Yasiel Puig. Now the Nationals cut it to 3-1. They've got a scoring chance but don't get anything. So to the bottom of the 9th. And the Washington Nationals! Wow. Walk-off 3-run home run by Josh Hamilton off of Greg Holland. What a ending. Both starting pitchers go 8 innings. And Greg Holland blows the series for Los Angeles as Josh Hamilton pinch hitting for Matt Dendecker. It's a 3-run bomb and the Nationals walk off into the NLCS. That's pretty fantastic. But our focus is now the Red Sox. And let's take a look at their team. Actually, we'll do that next episode for Symmetry, because Symmetry is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Pretty fun episode, you know. For the first time in the series, we are advancing past the first round of the playoffs. In 2016, we lost a wild card game. 2017, we lost the ALDS to the Red Sox. And now in 2018, for the first time, we advance another round to the ALCS for the first time in the series, too. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time with the ALCS. Goodbye.